think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there?
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Throwing is Hurts. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Melvin Ingram picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Flush to his right. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. A short kick taken at the 18. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jannard Avery able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play, and even 50 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes on the move to his left. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Powers past him at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way down to the 39. Mahomes Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown! Clyde Edwards-Helaire. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Mahomes will throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get.
And that's caught inside the 35. Come on. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, 76 yards. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork.
And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jannard Avery getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Mahomes, and he fires one incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent. It got his man complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
On first down, Mahomes rolling to his right. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 4 yards remain for second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Alex Singleton, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's got them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being in
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 52 yards. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.